back to the channel, everybody. My name is Kyle. The channel's called Kyle by the Creek. And for once, I had someone drop off a tractor that I was buying. I didn't have to go out and get it. These guys came from like 50 minutes away. I messaged them early in the morning. It's now noon. So it basically took them all day to get here, you know, between loading up the trailer. I guess they had a flat tire, all sorts of stuff. But, you know, that's what you save yourself, all that trouble, if you can get people to drop it off. Now, this might be the only second tractor that I've ever had dropped off. But anyway, got the big old 20 horsepower V-twin Kohler. And word is it's got a cracked fuel pump. Not a big deal, but I think that's the main reason why this thing isn't running. He said, I think he said it will start with spray and a jump. That battery might even work. He said the brakes don't work. And that's about it. I got this for $150, so I thought it was a good deal, especially, you know, even if you just get the engine. But it is a hydro, and it's red, and it's not in terrible shape. A little grimy, but I think it would clean up pretty good. Needs a little bit of paint here or there. The body fender of the tractor looks good. Hood looks good. He said one of the tires doesn't hold air very long. Anyway, deck looks like it's in good shape too. Maybe we'll try to get it started. Let's start here at the fuel pump. I have a spare, and these are really easy to swap out. Just gonna undo all the hoses here. Just so we don't lose track of what we're doing here. Easy enough. There we go, new fuel pump. I don't know if it's actually gonna fire off, but might as well give it a try. I think it's got a dead battery. Well, we're gonna let that charge a little bit, but that battery is dead. Yeah, I don't know. It's been months since I revisited this one. You know, we tried to get it started and it didn't start. That's basically all I know. I believe I put a fuel pump on it, and that didn't solve the problem, so that's why I'm over here looking at the air cover. This has got to be a carb issue. Let's give this a whirl, huh? Gasket is in bad shape. Love that they make, you know, the fuel solenoid is like stuck in there, you know, like you can't get the carb out unless you get the solenoid off it. It's really terrible design. Don't know why they do that. You know, what would it take to get this bracket off? I'm not even sure I know. Alright, I guess we'll take the solenoid off and go from there. Oh yeah. Some milky gasoline coming out of there. Oh, it smells bad. Wow. Oh. Yep, all over my fingers. Boy, there's more stuff attached. You got like a ground wire right up here. You know, let's just make it as complicated as possible. Look at the stuff that's coming out of there. Oh man, it smells so bad. Yeah, I got it. It's kind of messy. Tell you what though, Kohler does make it easier than Briggs for these V-twins though. So I'll take that. And this carb is easier to clean and deal with. I don't know where my tripod is, so we're doing things one-handed. I imagine this will come off. Maybe. I don't know. There we go. Well, that is awful. Look at what was inside of there. Alright, let's get this cleaned up. She'll run. Carb is all put back together. Got the old fuel pump on there too. Let's see. Gotta get this thing to give me a green light. There we go. A little choke. Seemed like it wanted to fire a little bit. How's that? Is that enough? All right. sounded like we started smoking the belt there for some reason. I don't know if you could hear that. That was weird, but that choke plate is acting pretty funny. Engine sounds okay, I guess. I don't hear any big engine problems. But yeah, that was running like garbage. All right, hopefully you guys like that. I don't know, I could try full choke again. Gotta get a green light. Okay, now we can begin. Maybe something's wrong with the throttle there. Seems like the engine runs pretty good. Well, it's the next day. I got this thing running better. It's idling just a bit too low right now. But I took the carb apart again and cleaned it. There was some grit within the plunger of the solenoid, the anti-backfire solenoid. Yeah, just died when I brought up the idle. That's kind of a bad sign. All right, well, it does, like I said, it does run a lot better. I swear it runs better. All right, we still got a lot of work to do. That doesn't want to start. Just lost our. There we go. So weird. Doesn't like the camera. It starts to drop. See, that's weird. I don't like that. Oh, you know what that might be? Because the battery pack shut off. That might have to do with the solenoid. Because I bet that solenoid's like struggling to stay down. Yeah, see, Yeah. See, when you first go down on the throttle, the idle is too high, but then if you wait a minute, see that delayed reaction? I don't like that. And it's not running great. Here's the other thing. Key switch doesn't kill it. Alright. Pause everything. Yeah, I just kind of wonder if that bad idle has something to do with the weak battery. Well, I don't know. It should be creating voltage enough to power the solenoid, but I don't know. Maybe I'm coming up with excuses. Probably needs a new carburetor. All right, let's okay. Let's shut it off with just one. All right, well, I would like to get the cover off this engine. There is a lot of mouse nest stuff going on. It's really not pretty in there. So let's address that if we're going to be letting this thing run a little bit longer here. Okay, I think I got everything loose here. I have not peaked. Bunch of screws in there, just want to keep those together. All right, let's take a look together. Oh, not that bad. Packed over here. I could see these feathers from the outside. That was a little concerning to me. It's like, I hope there's not a bird in here. Oh, this isn't that bad. It looks more like a home than it does a bathroom, if you know what I mean. Maybe the bathroom was over here. They always got their spots. A little packed in there. Fins look pretty clear on this side. This one's pretty packed up. All right, I've seen a lot worse though. Okay, let's get some compressed air and we'll blow that out. You know me, Mr. Safety. Don't mind the same old mask I always wear for painting or whatnot. All right, let's do this. Oh yeah, that's pretty packed. Oh, we just blew through. Yep, blew through on that side too. I hate when there's like an acorn lodged in there. You have to try to pick that out. I got in there with a pick, got that acorn out. That passage, you should, right here, you should be able to see daylight through there. Same with over here. And that was all packed up with mud. So yeah, I gotta let those heads get some cooling. So yeah, pretty happy with this. Everything looks nice and clear. It was really not that bad of a nest, luckily. Now it's a little crusty under here. And it smells a little bit like mouse pee, but it's not all that bad. So got the engine cover back on. Everything's hooked back up. But You know, I kind of just want to see how all this operates before we start replacing parts. Pretty nice tires though. I like the tread on these. Doesn't seem to be dry rotted either. But they definitely lost air, almost all their air. So not exactly the best sign. Let's see if this front one will take air. She's leaking though. Yeah, that right tire is leaking. This one held air though. Just put a little bit in there. All right, we're gonna fire this up and see if she drives. I just checked the oil. The oil looks brand new, which is nice. There's a drive belt on there. Pulled out of the weeds some. Yeah, there's a belt. It's acting like there isn't one. Seems like it's connected. Maybe the brake is seized? I don't know. I'll give it another try. I'll try to keep rocking it back and forth. Got the mowing deck off just to give this a little bit of an inspection. I don't see anything alarming up here. Everything seems to be in the right place. Okay. Well, that's good. Tension's good. Oh, can you see? All right, we're on the pulley, right? So my other thought is that we need to fill that up. Maybe it's low on fluid. I wonder, I guess you could take that back cover off to access the transmission. I also just want to see if there's like I said, the brake might be stuck. I don't know. Thought maybe I could fill. That's just like a tiny little breather. Maybe that. Not sure. Okay, so that's the plug right there, and this HW quarter fits it. All right, so let's take that plug out and just see what's going on in there. Yeah, it's pretty on there. Got it. Okay, there's oil on the top of this. I think there's oil all the way up. How's it look? Yeah, that's full. Well, so it's not that. We gotta wait on the seat. Alright, so I don't really know. I think what I'm going to do now is take off the back wheels and see if like the keyway is gone, so that those wheels just aren't moving at all. Because it seems like everything's operational. I don't really understand why it's not moving, you know, unless it's completely broken on the inside of there, but I just don't know. So yeah, we'll take the wheels off, give it a look. All right. There's a key in there. So, oh, that's probably a bad sign, huh? Boy, this transmission's really bad, huh? I got sold a lemon. All right, so I just took the left one off, and this one does not. I don't think so, at least. Yeah, I don't see one in there. Huh. And I can't. This is it. Alright, I think we might have solved the problem, because I can't spin this, which means it's grabbing a gear in there. Alright, that's awesome. Alright, hopefully I just solved this. I gotta find one of those keyway shafts, though. If I could steal one off of something else. Yeah, I should be able to. I got some stuff around. Let me just look in my stash. But I might have to go to an actual transmission with a wheel on it and find one. Here, just a proof of concept. So I got it balanced now. Before it was down like that. Just got my knee on it. Yeah, I think we have a working transmission. I think we were just, you know, we just needed the grip there. Just needed to slot in. All right, I do have this thing. I've had this collection forever. You know, maybe one of these will fit in there. Let's see. Oh yeah, that fits perfectly. Okay. Let's try that. There we go. All right, now we're grabbing. I'm like Apache Garage, doing everything one-handed. You ever watch that guy's videos? He is the man at fixing quads and stuff. Incredible. Love that channel. The key switch just worked. This thing's just bouncing back, huh? Yeah, we don't have much gas in there. Yeah, I don't see anything on there. I did fill up some, but I guess we burned through it. Well, the thing's fast. And it did the hill no problem. It just started to sputter. I was losing gas. But yeah, let's put some gas in it, make sure it does. You know, I always like to do that little hill first. It's just a steady incline, but then we got the crazy hills over here that are just abnormal for, you know, an expectation for a tractor to be able to mow it. But, you know, in reality, you want the tractor to be able to do it. You know, even though it's not ideal mowing conditions, I do like to test them on these big hills. You know, even this one, this hydro, when I had this one running, man, it was great at doing the hill. You know, it really worked awesome, but then it won't stop popping fuses. So I don't know what's going on with that. But anyway, getting off topic. But yeah, I do like them to be pretty aggressive on the hills before I sell them. Okay, let's fill up some gasoline. Let's try that again. picked up some junk from the bottom of the gas tank. Oh, it's running terrible. Terrible now. The key switch works. I bet we picked up water. Probably need to take that carburetor off again. That really stinks. Well, yeah, it hauls. It goes fast. We got a good transmission. I think we got a good engine. We do need to solve this running thing. I do want it to run perfect. But yeah, quick look at the mowing deck just as we contemplate some things. The deck looks really nice. Yeah, that deck is in really nice shape. We have blades. They look fine. Let's see if everything's functional. I like these because you can tip them up like a little kickstand there. Okay. Oh, we got broken spindle. Broken spindle. See that? It's bent too. It seems okay. Well, that's why you gotta check. All right, well, things got pretty messy here, so I'm cracking in again. And yeah, there's water in the fuel. I put on a new filter. Notice this line is cracked and it's weeping a little bit, and I'm not really getting enough fuel through the fuel pump anymore, and I think that crack is the culprit for that. So I think what I really need to do is get this thing into the shed, get the fender off, get the tank off, clean out the tank really good, replace all the fuel lines, and proceed from there. Yeah, that's a bit more intense than I was hoping to do with this, but I can't get anywhere with it now. So yeah. Whoops, forgot to film that. I mean, I can do that in 3 minutes now. I've taken so many of those off. That's really just a couple bolts. Gotta get the foot pedals off, 1/2 inch, and a couple 9/16. They make these pretty easy with just one 9/16 there, but I always like to take these off too. These would just go into the steering column, and just makes it easier. Playing some hide and seek?
No.
What are you playing?
Capture the flag.
Capture the flag.
What?
Alright, so we got some mounting brackets here. I believe those are just 9/16, and then this tank will come off. The ground. I won't lose that, right? So there's a fuel line. I'll have to get that. Let's see. So we're already leaking. Leaking from there. Okay. Alright, try not to break that bushing. But yeah, we'll get that line off. We're going to replace that whole line. we'll replace that. Might as well replace all these too. I think I have enough. Yeah, I should have enough fuel line here. Alright, got a new line. Run all the way. It's got a couple clips. The fuel tank flushed out. Top of it cleaned off just a little bit. And let's start reinstalling. Yep, we're getting all put back together here. All new fuel lines, filter running up through here. This is a new line too. This is just vacuum, so I mean, I usually don't replace those. They don't see any fuel. They usually don't rot out. All right, let's get that carburetor put back together and give this another try with some fresh gas. All right, time to try to start it. It's gonna need to crank for a while. Well, that paid off. Listen to that idle. Fresh gas, good fuel lines. That's what it needed. Yeah, we're set up for power wash here. This would be the first startup after winter. It's 43 degrees. So that's cutting it a little close, but let's give it a try. There we go. It always likes to lose pressure right away, then it comes back. Cleaned up pretty nice. Just gonna let it sit here and dry in the shed, and I have the battery charger on it, and I just noticed this and I wanted to show you guys. Look what was in there. I wonder if the guy was working on it and just, I mean, clearly, right? he forgot to put that in. You know, you just gotta wonder, is that the reason why this thing got sold? I mean, when it was sold to me, I believe I said it at the beginning of the video, again, that was months ago, I haven't watched it yet. Fuel pump was the original issue that was stated to me. Nothing about it not driving. So I wonder if he just, like, he's like, I know this thing drives, but it won't drive, and I'm just selling it. You know, it wasn't running right or wasn't running, and then, who knows. Maybe he didn't even know that he left that out because the engine wasn't running. He couldn't test it. No idea, but just kind of interesting. A couple days later, you can see some rust forming just a little bit after that power wash. Got this belt guide removed. I'm going to take this apart. Obviously, this is the broken one. I probably should have put in an order a couple days ago for this, but I kind of want to check my stash because I might have a spindle for this deck. 7/8. Half-inch. Broken. Broken too. Just want to try to remember the orientation of this bracket. It's supposed to be like that, everybody, myself included. All right. So let's check the stash, maybe some parts mowing decks, and see if we can come up with one of these. So just some of the parts I have in the shed here. You know, a bunch of things that I've kept. Even like broken things, because like that's the bearing I want. Pretty sure that's the right one. So there's two good bearings in that. That's why I keep some of those things. You know, these aren't the right spindle, but I do have a skeleton. No shaft, no bearings. Here's the one that came off of our deck. Here's one that would seem to be perfect. Well, it has sheared off bolts in it, but it's the 4-bolt mounting bracket there. So yeah, we need to find the 3. Pretty sure I have spindle shafts that would work. You know, this one even has a bearing on it. Nice smooth bearing. These have like this one has like a shield around it. These ones didn't come with that, but anyway, I'm gonna check around my storage shed, see if I have anything else that's closer. But I'm pretty sure I could build a spindle out of that. Yeah, which isn't bad because there's no sheared off bolts in this either, so that's kind of a nice starting place. But yeah, let's look around a bit more. All right, we're down by the creek. There's a couple little projects here. Look at that. Got that Husqvarna. That was a recent video. The hidden rust video. The big tractor video. The enjoyable repair video. The spring maintenance checklist video. Look at that. I got a bunch of them from the fall into the winter. A lot of these are ready to go. Actually, that one is pending. I'm going to drop that off for $9.25. Pretty excited about that selling price. But it's like mid-March right now, so that's about as early as I'm going to sell something. But I'm going high at the start of spring, but I'm pretty sure I'm going to come way down by the time summer is rolling around.
What type of tractor is this?
Oh, that's a rear engine rider.
It has no hood.
It has no hood. Engine's in the rear.
Hi, engine.
All right, and then so here's where I have some stuff. If you wonder where the 12 lawnmower repair video, all 12 lawnmowers basically are in here, or not 12 of them. How many did we get running? Like 9 or 10? Watch your head there, kiddo. Then we have this walk behind. This one I still have listed for a pretty penny right now, but A lot of people wondering about this thing, so I have a feeling this will sell soon. Anyway, getting distracted. Here's what I found in here. A rotted out Craftsman mowing deck with the right spindles. Exactly the right kind. Hopefully we can get these bolts off. They don't look that bad, so let's give it a try. All right, I'll put this on a lower impact setting. Pretty sure I'm not going to get any movement on one. Let's try two. Yeah. Boy, that was just hard to reach, huh? With that brake. The problem is this thing gets seized. There we go. That's actually not seized. All right, going to 3. That's moving. That's broken. That's broken. All right. I just have no luck drilling these things out. I know people do it. I don't know. I have either the worst drill bits, but when they're sheared off like that, I'm just looking for new ones. I just go on Amazon. Oh, they just always break for me. I'm not trying that hard. I'm not heating those up. I don't know. Just doesn't seem worth it. We'll take these parts. Well, you know, maybe I could try this side and see if that comes free. Might as well, since I'm here, right? Maybe I'll get lucky. Nope. I'll just stop there. So the pattern on here is all egged out. That spindle shaft is not really worth using, but this one looks really good. Plus, I actually think this one's bent a little bit from the damage it took. Usually, when they're cracked, it means you hit something. But okay, let's try to remove the spindle. We'd also like the bearings, so if we can get those out safely, that'd be nice. All right, after some heating and a beating, we got that bearing out. Now, like I said, this one is stuck onto the shaft, but I'm just gonna, this one I can completely repack. This one I'm just gonna pack one side. I didn't film it, but you can probably see some of the residue of the red grease. This one got packed on both sides. Like I said, just this one on that side. Kind of forgot that these are 2 different size bearings. It's a smaller one, it's a bigger one. This is like, it's tapered, you know? A little bit in there, it's tapered. All right, it's ugly, but it kind of matches the tractor right now. But this is rebuilt, greased, put back together. Selected a few hardware pieces from the stash, and we'll try to put this back together. So you have to get this shield on first. You know, this kind of goes like this, just to show you, you know, and then, so don't forget that when you're bolting this up. That's normal for it to be on fire, right? That's fine. That's a big accomplishment though. That was seized really good. Yeah, fire helps. Lubrication and fire. Who's gonna put that out? No, this clip isn't placed out of order. This is actually 1 week later. Let me try to catch you guys up as to what's been going on with this mowing deck. So sorry to interrupt that nice montage of me finishing up this machine, but she's not quite ready yet. First things first. I went to engage the blades, and the rebuilt spindle must have had stripped out threads, like where you mount it. The spindle dropped out of the deck, blade went all crazy, chopped up my lawn. So yeah, that spindle was a total failure. I didn't know it had threads that were that bad. It bolted up just fine. I was able to tighten it just fine, didn't notice anything. Sometimes it's like that. Sorry, the dog was barking. She wants to know the story too. So yeah, this spindle, I replaced it, so that problem is solved. However, upon further testing, there's a strange vibration going on. So it's like vibrating more than it should, and I don't want to sell it that way. So I'm gonna replace this spindle with the matching new one, and then I have new blades too, so I'll put some new blades on, and hopefully that does it, guys. All right, here are our new blades. And a new spindle. There we go, new blades and 2 new spindles now. So I didn't want to waste your time showing you that again, but just to show you the proof that we did do the job. There we go. I know a lot of people could have, or just would have edited all that out. I mean, I could have ended the video you thinking this thing was perfect, but you know, I have to say, a lot of times when you're just about ready to finish it up, that's when another thing goes wrong. So this is like perfect documentation of how it actually goes, guys. It is usually a battle. That didn't solve it. I don't understand why this shakes so much. Why is that shaking so much? Alright, I just dismounted this whole part here from this spare scrap mowing deck. I don't know. I guess I'll try either all of this or parts of this on there. Really lost here, guys. We're just trying. Okay, I think I finally found a smoking gun. Look at this belt. It's all twisted and worn. This is definitely it. It's actually really worn out. I did not I did not notice this from the outside. I mean, everything about this belt looks great. But yeah, I just took it off. Yep. Well, all right. She's getting a new belt, or whatever belt I can find. Yeah, let's see if we can pop a belt on here. Man, I hope that fixes it. I'm so ready to have this project be done. And actually, I just put on this one here because I didn't want to put the whole, whatever that part, these parts are called. You know, I just thought maybe this one was warped because I was beating on it a bit with a rubber hammer when back when the deck was on fire, you know. I mean, and it's not, there's nothing wrong with this. I looked it over, but I was like, you know what? I'll just put it on. But all right, enough talking. Let's get a belt on here. Let's finish this up finally. All right, we're back from Tractor Supply. I have a brand new 96-inch belt, half inch, 96 inches. And I even put this tensioner back on because this one was like perfectly smooth. So I wanted that one on instead of that other one that was probably a little older. All right, I'm very confident, guys. I think this is the fix. Let's install it one more time. Okay, that definitely fixed the vibration problem, but the blades didn't disengage properly, so still not done here. One other problem I fixed was the kill switch seemed to be intermittent, and off camera the tab was not lining up correctly in the key switch slot. So now it's good, we got that. You got to keep just going until the thing's perfect, you know, best of your abilities. So let me see if I can fix that one last problem, getting these blades to disengage properly. Well, it's finally finished. And this tractor was a bit of a journey, wasn't it? So I always, at the end, I like to think about, you know, what exactly we went through to get this thing ready for resale. If you remember when I first got it, not running, I thought it was a fuel pump issue, really was more of a carburetor issue, needed a lot of cleaning. And we had an issue, well, we thought it was an issue with the transmission. I really thought we had a bad transmission on this. But it was really just that wheel axle key that was missing when someone took off the wheel at some point, put it back together, and they forgot to put in that axle key. And that ended up being a really simple fix, but kind of something that's easy to overlook and probably stumped the previous owner too. We had, you know, fuel lines that were cracked and splitting. I had to take the fender off and redo all the fuel lines on this. Of course, we do like a full service on everything, new battery, oil, filters, all that sort of stuff. And then, you know, right there at the end, we had an issue with vibration. We had all sorts of trouble with the spindles, and eventually ended up being a worn out belt. And that was not on my mind. I mean, from the exterior looking at things, that belt looked perfect. Everything I could tell, the belt was absolutely fine, but there was one spot that was very worn. And that ended up being that. You know, a little problem at the end with the blades not disengaging fully, added a spring. I don't even think I showed that, but no big deal. And now we have this thing ready to go. I actually really like this tractor. I love the way the engine runs. You know, we got this tuned perfectly. It's got a beautiful idle, full throttle, doesn't break up. I like the way the foot controls work. This thing goes up hills, no problem. I think this is going to be a really nice tractor. I actually like the tires on it too. It's a pretty cool look with like the sidewalls have a little bit of tread on them. I don't know. There's little things you know, when you get a lot of these tractors, they kind of all look the same, but every once in a while you get something that's a bit different, and you know, the tread on those tires on this are a little bit different. So yeah, nice to have a red machine here. You know, we'll get it all cleaned up again and listed for sale. And thank you guys for tuning in. I know that a lot of you really appreciate the long format here with doing like a start to finish type of thing instead of breaking up the videos. And you know, I mean, it would have been so easy to do like a part 1, 2, and 3 out of this one, and really milked YouTube and gotten as many views as I could and all that sort of stuff. But I just think it's way more satisfying to watch a start to finish project. So thanks guys for watching and tuning in as always. I hope you liked the video and subscribe to my channel. We'll catch you on the next one.